Hello, welcome. This is Susan Taylor Shire, and this is Soul Mastery, where we support all that you are coming forward to the fullest of your potential so that you can make the contribution of your soul and heart and life in the best way possible. And I call this Treasure Chest Tuesday, so that the treasure chest of you, its gold, its brilliance, its wonder, its beauty, may come forward as much as possible. And I know all of you are very much interested in the world and what's going on in the world, not so much the news as a sensation of how can we contribute to a new earth, a new world? How can we make this place a better place? So today we are moving towards a huge solar lunar eclipse. I think it's called both, sorry. It's a gateway, and it's the biggest one in this century. I'm sure you can read more about it from someone besides me who is way more acclaimed in this information. But it's an energy. It's a huge energy coming in, and you will understand it from lots of different angles. So the key to this one as it relates to astrological influences is there's a lot of karma coming up around power, misuse of power, abuse of power, and I've been speaking to you quite a bit about all of that in the last number of weeks. So know that all that I have touched into applies. And again, the biggest piece we work with as it relates to stress and overwhelm is a sense of hopelessness and helplessness, and the incapacity to be able to change various situations. And you can see that as it relates to what's going on in the United States government, which is having a huge impact in the world, seen now potentially, because the feeling is there's nothing we can do about it, so to speak. So if that is the case, what do you do? How do you lift the burden you carry in your everyday life of the stressor of things that go on that you can't change, you can't do anything about? Somebody responds to you in an odd way. Somebody responds to you in an unloving way. Somehow something happens to you and you're like, I don't understand that. What happened to me? I can't change it. The impact is there. Now I just have to work with it. Physical conditions that we all have are like, oh my gosh, this feels chronic. I've had it forever. I feel like there's nothing I can do. I've tried everything. That sense of lack of power to change things can erode the very soul of our life. So, what we're going to do today may seem extremely counterproductive, but wait till you see where we're going, okay? Because you would think I'd say, well, we just need to get more powerful. We just need to, all that kind of stuff. Well, it's not true. We're not supposed to get more powerful all the time. Yes, stronger in our intention. Yes, clearer and not being bounced all over the place by our emotional realms, which is what makes us feel weak and hopeless. But in the meantime, what I want you to do is, how do you de-stress in the moment? Not fly off somewhere and go far, far away and say, get me out of here. I want to go to a different dimension. Could I please ascend right now? And just leave. How do you not feel lost in it all? How do you feel like there is a place for you here? And how do you not compare yourself to others who seem to be having the lifestyle of the rich and famous, so to speak, or the spiritually together, or the ones that are so filled with light and joy and, oh my God, I feel like a complete mess and loser, right? How do we deal with that? How do we stop comparing ourselves to what we believe is the perfect way to be as a spiritual being? Well, I will remind you first that as great creators, you're always wanting to create and expand, create and expand. So yes, you will bump up against places that go, oh my God, this is not it. Good. So you go, okay, I want to create and expand and create, and come to new dimensions of myself. That's the good news about bumping up against that feeling of, oh, I can't believe this is all happening. I want it to be different. I don't want to escape. I don't want to do a spiritual bypass. I don't want to just go into some isolated, peaceful place and hope it all goes away. I want to make a difference, but in this moment, I don't know how, so what do I do? I can't go and march in the street in this moment, or, So what do you do? All right, here we go. Have fun with this one. So it happens to be the middle of summer here in the Northern Hemisphere, which is claimed to be vacation time. Now, for many parents, it doesn't feel like vacation because you've got your kids home all the time. And that doesn't feel like a vacation necessarily when you want to have quiet meditative time. So yes, you can go into meditation. Yes, you can use all the resources we've talked about to be able to come to a still place, to come to a deeper place in yourself, to come to an honoring place of yourself that is authentic, genuine, light-filled, all of the above. Here's one fun way in the middle of vacay season to do that, especially since we're not all able to take long, luxurious vacations to the middle of nowhere and get away from it all and regroup and replenish. How do we do that in the moment? Yeah? Okay. So, I want you to take a moment to think of either a place that you've been to that just made your heart feel so delightful. Maybe it's a picture you saw on Facebook. Maybe it's one of those playful kitten videos. But let's think of a place, a physical location in the beauty of planet Earth. And we're going to take a mini vacation there. For me, all I have to do is say the word Pura Vida and speak a word or two of Spanish, and it brings Costa Rica back. And for those of you who have been to Costa Rica with me, you know all you have to do is say Pura Vida, Sugar Beach, and poof, there you are in that experience. Now the body doesn't know the difference between creative imagination and physically being there. So if you can take the feeling of being on vacay or being in a transformative retreat situation like I'm speaking about, if you can do that in an instant, then you have in your body that the instant ingredient for a retreat into the glory of you, because that is your experience. So there's something about a visual or a word trigger like Pura Vida, or looking at a picture. I have a Soul Radiance Retreats website, and I will go there and look at some of the pictures sometimes and just go, here I am in Margaritaville. It just does something for me. So what is it you can do in a moment? You can be anywhere in the world. You can be anywhere in your head. You can be, at the DMV, what's it called? The motor vehicle place, in the middle of a long line, and be on vacay by bringing into your awareness, taking away for a moment all the stressors, all the burden, and bring into your awareness a location, a word, a picture that will bring you into a sensation of this is the reality I want to create in myself. Why you're doing that is not about escape. It's about creating the new earth. And that's part of what this eclipse cycle is about. Opening potential, opening new doors, new beginnings. How do you live from this place of joy and light and effervescent brilliance all the time? You take yourself there. So if you need to travel the internet, look some pictures up of places that you'd love to go to, and when you look at those pictures, you just go, yes, look at the color of that water. That would be me. Look at the color of that water. Alaska, whatever it is, look at that picture. Have a picture, not just on your fridge, but somewhere where you can go, this is how I want to live. And it brings your heart, your body, everything in you into that place instantly. That's what you can do for yourself to bring, whether it's peace on earth, light on earth, pure love on earth. In that moment, you are transmitting, activating, and igniting that energy. Easy breezy. You have transformed the world. The more you do that, the more you feel, and so you're not under the carpet of the stress and the burden of not being able to make a change. You have made a change in your overall energy, and if you can do that, you can create anything. Okay? Have fun with this. And I want to remind you all that right now I'm doing a special on home and property clearings. So if you're feeling as though your home, where you work, is not a sanctuary, I want to help you change that. We're going to I do this to help you change the energy in your environment, to make it easier for you to feel that sense of sanctuary in your soul, because your soul lives in your home environment. So I want that to be filled with the light that you are at all times, so you can feel like you're on a little vacay from stress in the zone of light and the new earth and new beginnings in any moment. Walking in the door of your home, here I am again, in love with life itself. Many blessings to you, and enjoy what comes of this eclipse. Some say it's going to be very intense emotionally, and that is why we want to be able to take breaks of creative release and expanse to remind our emotional realms of where we want to live and how we want to feed our bodies. When you bring those dimensions in, the emotional realm goes, yes, that's what I'm looking for. I want to be fed by that energy. And there you are, bringing it in. How great is that? So enjoy. Please post comments below, send me emails, let me know how this is going for you. I love to share the wealth of your soul and what it's experiencing with you all the time. Much love and blessings to you.